Howdy folks, welcome back to episode 3 of Out of Ore here on Casually Plays. We want to get rid of this stinking loader. This loader is kind of junk. It's not very good at getting up and down this hill, so I have ran some off recording just because you guys don't want to bore you to death with all that stuff, but all we basically did was run some coal through this because at this point in time coal is like the moneymaker at this point. So we're gonna come over here and, like I said, we did run quite a bit through here, so we're gonna sell all of this coal. We're gonna come on over here to the wash plant, excuse me, the sluice box, and we're gonna grab everything so everything is clean, and we'll grab the dirt. So this is gonna be should be a pretty good payday. So let's head into our, oops, wrong buttons there, guys. There we go. All right, we're going to sell this off. First things first, we need to sell all of our coal. So 90,000, dang. So there's quite a bit of money there in coal. Look at that. We're already up to $264,000 there. Let's get this stuff over into the smelter and the wash plant. So we're going to want to do some diamonds and rubies. That's going to take care of all of that stuff. And then what's this one take? Yeah, we can do gold bars and where is our silicone bars? So we didn't get to do very much there. All right, well, everything is up and running. The operations are moving, at least for this point. And let's get to see what the payday with the dirt is. $12,000. All right. So we are going to, I got to pick this thing up. We got to pick this thing up here. Let's get rid of the, whoops, I did not want to jump into it. Let's grab ourselves the vehicle, return it to the inventory. All right. Here it is. We're selling. We are selling this L8000 for $32,000. All right. We don't have anything. So I've done some looking around, and to be honest with you, this one right here, is it the Arvik L10,000? 9.5 yards of dirt capability for that bucket. 518 horsepower. I know it's not the most expensive one, which if anybody can tell me the difference between, is this because it's a little bit newer? Like this one here. It's obviously less horsepower. It's an L8 type thing, but $126,000. And you're telling me I can get this one, which I think from what I've looked at is the largest one that we can buy, and it's only $78,000. So don't be fooled. We're going to purchase this one. Purchased it. All right, let's return there and, whoops, get our inventory. Right there. Can we rotate this? We can. There we go. All right, coming in hot. We are going to change the paint scheme on it too, guys. There it is. Look at that bad boy. That thing is humongo. All right, we got to purchase some paint because we're going to change. What is that under? Resources? No. Material? Not under buildings. Which one was that under? Fuel, concrete, decorations, equipment, material. Or where is our resource? All right, guys, where did you guys put the paint? Under buildings, maybe? Sorry if I'm going really fast for you guys. I'm just trying to find this because where did I'd literally just seen them. Oh my goodness, equipment. Yeah, there we go, equipment. All right, we're changing the color. Where did it go to? I think it's down here towards the bottom. I do like this dark orange right here. So we're going to buy that one. And then we're going to go into our, we got to get into the thing here. Inventory on here. And we're going to swap this out and then swap this out there. There we go. Kind of got a copper tone to it. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. All right, well, let's go start scooping some. We'll start scooping some material. Now, this thing should do a lot better going up and down this ramp, because this ramp really isn't that big of a deal. You know, it's not very, like, steep. Maybe a little uneven, but not very steep. A whopping 2 miles an hour, 3 miles an hour. The good thing is though, see, we got a full load coming up, and that's 9.5 cubic yards of material that's going to go through the wash plant, or through the plant, not just the wash plant. Some of the other goals that we want to try to get done today is possibly, God, I'd really want to try to get to the point where we can find some gravel, but I just don't know exactly where to kind of find that at. So we're going to just run some pay dirt and maybe go exploring. See if we can find ourselves a spot that's got some gravel or some rock or bedrock. I think bedrock obviously is probably going to be pretty far down in the ground. And we're kind of on a hill, so I don't know exactly how far down everything's going to be. Maybe we could purchase ourselves a little roller and roll everything and make everything smooth rather than beating it with our shovel. The plant is not on, so we can get a couple loads into here, really get this operation going. I think we're going to want to tunnel. I think for the most part that was just all dirt. At least this ramp doesn't feel like it's that steep, but maybe it is a lot steeper than it feels. We do need to get ourselves a little storage box, a little storage container that we can get. Let's refuel while we're here, while we're at it. And I think what we could possibly do is start doing a little bit more going down. But I'm just afraid that if I go down even further, that it's gonna take too long to back out of here. So we got to think of like different game plans here. It's kind of copper orange color. I don't know. I'm kind of digging it. I think we could probably jump out and start this plant up. I'm not quite sure why we're getting dirt right here built up. Every once in a while there's like dirt there, and I've already like replaced all this stuff, so I'm not quite sure what's going on there. Not too sure. Whoa. Doing wheelies. Doing front wheelies. You know, we could do, because one of the commenters says, well, you could probably start another ramp from the other side. Which I kind of did when I was going through and getting some loads in here off recording. I kind of did dig a hole over on the other side, but I was like getting kind of tired of running that other one. I'm like, didn't feel like I wanted to start digging another hole in the ground. But maybe we do. Maybe we start making a little ramp this direction. Something a little bit more, a little smoother into the ground. Kind of make ourselves a little bit wider spot here. And a spot that we can drive up and out rather than back out. We'll see. We'll test that theory here in a little bit. Gotta keep the plant fed, so this thing's got a little speed to it. Like it. I like it a lot. I know we're getting well, there's a little bit of pay dirt in there. A little pay dirt and some coal. Now, a buddy and mine have started a multiplayer save game that him and I are doing, and We were playing for quite a while this morning. I wasn't recording or anything, but we got a pretty big hole, the two of us, with just the end loaders. Similar concept set up for the plant. But I tell you, when you get two of these things rolling, two of these machines rolling, you can move a lot of dirt pretty quick. Let's see. I don't want to get like myself. I don't want to get myself in a spot where we're gonna start cutting kind of sideways as I go back to the same spot. As long as we can keep this wash plant, I keep calling it a wash plant. I don't know why. As long as we can keep this plant full fed and it's continuously making us some money, I think we'll be able to progress this a little bit quicker, obviously. I guess this portion of it doesn't really matter how steep it is as long as we know that we're only driving down it and not up it. Alright, I'm going to change some camera views here real quick, so bear with me. There we go, free driver's cam. That one is going to be more stable for most people, hopefully. Now I have seen too. I've been watching some videos of some other people playing, and I have noticed people using like the cement blocks or the ramps to make themselves kind of an area that kind of is more smooth. And I guess you can use that too as well for making sure that you don't continue to like dig further down on your ramp. But that requires us to either A, purchase the cement ramps, the cement that we have, or produce them. And we're not in any sort of situation where we can produce anything. I don't know what it is, but I was not having this kind of troubles earlier with digging into the ground. With my buddy. There, maybe we'll get ourselves a little bit better ramp right there. That one, that looks pretty smooth. Pretty smooth. We'll find out. Eventually, I'll probably screw it up. But hopefully you guys, can laugh and joke and play. Whatever. There we go. There we go. That ramp's looking better now. I wish we didn't have it's not too terribly far away. It's not too bad. We have not been able to keep up and keep feeding this thing. It looks like it's kind of already processed enough dirt through the plant already that we're playing just each bucket now. Each bucket we fill that goes in to the plant looks like we're full there. It's we don't have it full enough. It's gonna run out by the time we get there. I can already feel it, especially when you hit bumps like that. Yep, it just ran out, which I think we probably could have. Whoa. That would maybe be why there's maybe dirt on that side. Maybe nothing's broken. Maybe it's just my driving skills aren't that great. Well, looks like this one's a lot better of a ramp going down. I guess what are some things, what are some more things like early stage, guys? I'm still new to this game, so early stage things that I need, leave them down in the comments. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing to the channel if you guys are enjoying the content. I do other content as well. Like I said, I grew this channel off Farm Sim 25. I'm still gonna play it. I've found another game that I want to play for a little while, and I'm gonna play it. So, but yeah, hopefully you guys can, you know, join in on conversation in here. Maybe give tips and tricks to myself and other people that are maybe new or joining the game, that type of thing. So, I guess my question is, what are some good early game things to help you produce and move forward quicker, especially if you're playing solo? If you're playing, you know, if you're playing with a group of people, typically you're going to have more bodies moving, more things moving, more ideas, more thoughts. I know, that was our problem. We didn't have the beacon light on. So the beacon light must add, like, you know, 10% more skill to the operator. Another thing, some other commenters have said about check the sluice box. But it's, but I'm not quite sure. I don't know if they were confused or if I'm confused, whether they were talking about the sluice box or the wash plant. So I'm not quite sure on that. But I did notice that you can, from watching other videos and other people playing, I did notice that you can hook up like a water to it to give it more, I'm assuming, efficiency would be my guess. That's what I'm having to think. And I'm not quite sure. Can we, you know what? Let's just find out. Let's just find out. Can we, let's see. Let's purchase one of those. That was under, I think, buildings, wasn't it? No, that was under factory. Production water pump right there. So let's just buy that. $1,500, that's it. That ain't too bad. Water pump needs to be placed on grass or snow. Okay, well, does this work? All right, looks like we're gonna have to plumb this grass. Where's my grass? I had some grass over there. Ooh, this is not good. We just purchased this thing. Do I got a spot? Thought I had a little spot there. We just need some grass. There was some grass over here. It turned green. Right there. Although I don't want to just put it right there. Grass or snow? Well, for now, this is... Oh, I don't... I don't want to put it right here. And it does take energy too. So that's another thing that we need to be cautious of. I'm assuming the oil is the same thing, but not grass or snow. It probably has to be in like a coal grid would be my guess, right? Let's put it right there. So yeah, so this is going to take, what's it? All right, so it takes 100 kilowatts. So I guess we're going to have to purchase ourselves power and $18,000 there. Does this require... Just maybe put that there. And does this require a power input? We will find out very, very quickly. Yes. Yes, it does. Okay. Where did it go? Power input 5 times. Power input. Let's try it. We're learning together because okay, there we go. So you do need a power invert inputter. Okay, now we need to buy some hard pipe. So what do we need to get there? That's the better question. Can we get by with some straight pipe here? If we just go straight Wonder if we need to build it off of this. So we need like a 90. We need to go to pipe. And we're going to need a... not a merger. Let's see. Do we need a left or a right? Well, let's try the left. Let's see if that works. Shoot. Is that the way that goes? Oh, man. Well, that doesn't look... I'll fix that later. That doesn't look right. But I will have to fix that later. All right, so we're going to need some straights, not offsets, just some straights. We're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll just try that for right now. There. There. Oh boy, this is a ways away. And there. So what do I think I need? Wait, we need this to go this direction. Like so? Oh boy. We're going to be digging ourselves underground piping. I just need it to work. That's all that matters to me. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we'll add some more. That direction. And now we got to find the end of the pipe. Are we? Oh, we're on the top of it. I'm like, why we can't dig any deeper? It's because we were hitting the metal pipe that was there. All right. Well, we still got... We're going to have to buy quite a bit more. We'll throw some dirt over the top of this, though. Then you don't even know what's there. About right here, I'm guessing. Maybe? Oh, I was pretty dang close. Pretty dang close. Well, I mean, we could have done this a lot different. There's some more coal right there. We could do this a little bit different. I need to rotate that, though. There we go. I hope this is all going the right direction, because this would be a pain in the butt. If it's not, we might need to dig the dirt down. But are we going in a straight enough line here? We'll have to continue and see. Because I don't know that I have a whole lot of room to move that thing. The pump, the water pump. It looks like this is the end of it, maybe. Yeah, right. No, that is not the end of it. I wonder if we're not back here. Come on, baby. Oh, I think we found the end of it. Okay, well, that's in the ground a lot deeper than I was expecting it to be. Okay, well, like I said, that's in the ground a little ways. Kind of going through a hill. I could have found a spot maybe over here. Oh, this is going to be crap if I find a spot over here. Let's go. Oh my goodness. This was not very well thought out and planned out, guys. But we're going to try this. We have to try this. So let's go clunk it. And let's see if we have ourselves a spot over here that we can place it. Oh my gosh, we could. Like right here. Do you imagine if we had to put it right here? Shut the front door, right here. All right, well, I guess that means that we can just sell some things and it doesn't have to be so. But now I got to get to them. That's the other problem. Yeah. Give me that and give me that. I'll probably forget that we have one under the ground and I'll find it eventually when I dig things up. All right, get that going. And then, you know, all I had to probably do is get a pole and run it from there to here. Where did it go? Where did we place that thing? Could we put it on blocks? We could try that. Do we have any blocks on us? Oops. I do not have any blocks. Because if we put it on a block, it might look a little goofy, but it might work. So let's go grab a block. I got a couple of them, I believe I had crafting in the crafting table. Open? Yeah, we got a couple blocks here. What is it? Alt? Shift? No. Oh, if you right click hold, you can drag like a few. I thought there was a way you could like shift click and split it, or split it somehow, the stack. Let's just do this. That way we got a reference point here. Like that. And can we... that's the other question. Can we put it on here? Where'd it go? Water pump. Move the paint. We want this. No, it has to sit on grass. So it will not work. Yeah, it has to be sitting on the grass. All right. So blocks don't work. It has to be sitting there. Yes, like that. There we go. All right. So it looks like we're going to need an up. Let's try a 4x4 up. Might need an. We're gonna need the taller one. Dang it. 8x4. Oh, it's just money, right, guys? It's just money. Let's try that one. 8x4 up. Oh, dang. No, we're gonna need the other one. Son of a stink. Well, those won't come in handy later. An 8x6. That's what we were needing, right? No, that's not the 8x6. Son of a stinker. Oh my good lord. Okay, 8x6. Move that. There we go. And then we need, what would that be, a 1? Probably a 1. Not a splitter. Straight 2. Gotta be just a straight 2. Let's try that. Straight 2. Oh, there we go. There we go, man. All right, since we have it. Since we have the stuff that we need. Whoops. We need anyways. We're going to put the solar panel here. That way it is all ran independently. I do not want to type to anybody. Quit it. Button mashing the wrong buttons, guys. To there. Come on. There we go. There we go. On. Oh, we got to turn the solar panel on. Silly. And on. We should have water. There we go. We should have water going to the plant now. Open controls. Unfiltered water. We're just running water now. Okay, well. Let's clear this out and let's see what we get for... Come on, jump over that, please. Thank you. So let's... Okay, there's nothing in the sluice box. And there's just dirt. And then there's... Whoa, we already have that much coal in there? Dang. Okay, well, we're cooking with... Dinosaur bones. All right, well, let's drop some coal in there. We can leave that water running, I guess. Come on, back it up, baby. All right, well, that was definitely a learning experience for not just me, but probably for you guys as well. Maybe even if you don't have a whole lot of material as far as like pay dirt goes, maybe you will still get quite a bit. You'll still get some more like gold and all that stuff by putting the water in there. Maybe not. I'm not quite sure. Oh my goodness. Come on. We still have some gold and rubies and diamonds to sell if we want to. Whoop, whoop. All right, well that's totally a lot of coal there. Come on. Level 10. We're level 10, man. This thing could really use like a gear ratio change. Once it hits like level 2. Once it hits gear 2, second gear, this thing just flies. Gear 3, we're going 16 miles an hour. In reverse. Come on now. Come on now. All right, well, you guys remember how I said, man, I have a pretty decent, ramp going on here? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it just screwed that up that last load. We might have to level some of this stuff out, because we are getting to that point where it's pretty rigid there. I was looking through like all of the different like types of, they're called factories in here. Oh, look at that, we busted through all the different well, not like factories of like the processes that you can chain to your plant, and we're not even near close to any of the cool stuff yet. We're still quite a ways away. And I'm talking about like you can put in a actual different refinery, which those then in return will turn everything into something else, like rolled steel, beam steel. This game is pretty in depth once you start looking into it. It looks pretty plain from the surface of the game, but it's pretty in depth once you start looking. Don't tip this baby over. That's kind of a steep little incline there. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. Actually, let's hop out and let's do some ground smashing. There we go. Let's just level this off a bit. The shovel is our friend for right now. Look at that. We got ourselves a little tunnel. A lot more coal here than I was anticipating, but that's good. That's a good thing. All right, let's get in and start moving some more. it'd be nice to maybe take this section off here. I wanted to just call, whoop, I just wanted to call it the roof, but I don't think it's a roof. It's just the tunnel. What would you call that? Topsoil. The topsoil. One of the other things, oh, you know what we could do, guys? Okay, we're doing it. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna set this up. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take the stuff that's out of here. We're gonna let this finish going through. But then we're gonna set up a automatic cell because my buddy and I did some testing that you get the same amount for coal as you do for like picking this up here and selling it directly into the cell station, or to selling it. I'm just going to, we can leave that running. So what we're going to do now is, now that we have all this piping that we don't need, we could actually just sell that. Because we're done with that, we'll sell the paint. We'll keep the box. But I need a conveyor because I need to go, what do I need to do? Buildings. I need to buy the sell point. Wherever that's at. Right there. Sell point. 13,000. Got it. Wrong buttons again. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, the automatic sell point is... Can we put it this way, maybe? I don't know if we want to go that way. What if we went just like this? Come on. Just like that. And then can we do just a straight? Where's my straight 2, and then I need a drop. Is that what it is? A chute. There it is. Will that work for us? Oh, dang it. I'm thinking we're gonna have to go up with it. So what if we went with a 2 up, 4x4 up, like that? Got too much stuff in my inventory here, guys. Don't need that right now. We'll need this. Coal can go down there. And... Alright, that should be everything there that we need. So if we go up, let's move this out 1. Do we need this little one here? Or could we go directly to the chute? Like that. Let's make that out further. Out just a tad bit further. There, that doesn't look too terribly bad. And then we can throw these blocks under there. Like it so. Whoop. 1, 2, 1. 1, 1, 2, 1. Oh. Don't. Well, we got a couple things under there. All right, so that looks like that. Now we should sell everything as the coal goes in. So we can sell the coal there, and we're way back up there to where we started. All right, well, let's start loading some more. Give me the end loader, man. So now, every bucket, you should start seeing some money coming in. And I think what we figured per 10, what do you want to call it? Just per 10, that's what we're going to call it. You get $91. Now that was on, I think that was on regular, like normal, and I don't know, I guess I don't know what it is because I haven't done it on hardcore, so I'm not quite sure what it is. Whoa. Come on, baby. You just got to keep the plant fed. That's all that matters. Keeping it fed. And we're going to go put fuel on this thing because it's going to tell us we're out of fuel here shortly. Let's see if we can knock down some of this up here. Uh-oh. There we go. Whoop, whoop. Get it. Get it, son. Oh, don't tip it over now. Alright, so it looks like we're going to have a bunch of dirt in this one. So we'll just have to keep working at going maybe down that one, and we'll drive up this one. Like in a circle. It's got no corners, you know? We do this. Will this knock it down if we go like this? Or will we fall in? We might fall in. There's that very good chance that we fall in. But I'm doing it for science. Doing it for science, man. Kind of surprised we haven't tipped this thing back underneath that thing. Like, dumped it down in the hole. Well, it didn't take long to fill that bucket up. We're gonna need to put like cones up here so we don't back into it. Some barricades or something. Or, you know, we could like completely like change how we dump it here so we're not doing all that too, but that might be for a different episode. Okay, well, coming on in hot. Level some of this out and we'll just keep working away at that there. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! Alright, well. Come on. You got this. Now that is a good chunk of coal vein right there. Okay, well, let's go check to see what we have for our washout. For our sluice box. We should be we're just automatically dumping in and selling our coal into here. And then our dirt and our sluice box. So what are we getting? It's hard to tell because I never did any testing on here. But I think it's probably going to benefit us down the road. Maybe. I guess we'll find out. But that's going to have to do it for this episode, guys. Like, again, I've been struggling with some back pain. So, I know we're still 45 minutes into this episode. But we're going to have to call it quits there. My back is getting a little sore. But we made a bigger hole, kind of bigger hole. We connected it right there. But as always, guys, I appreciate you guys all hanging out. I appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day to come and enjoy these videos. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. Have a good one.